Jupiter is about 10 times as large as the Earth, radius-wise. Jupiter has many moons, 4 main ones that are called the Galilean moons because they were discovered by Galileo. Those are Io, Europa, Callisto, and Ganymede, and they're about the size or a bit bigger than our own moon. And there are many smaller moons. We have discovered dozens of them, and regularly new ones are discovered. So it's really important to understand more about Jupiter because of its mass, it has governed much of the processes during the solar system formation. It definitely had some influence on where the other planets are today and maybe what they're made of, because Jupiter may have captured a lot of the material around it, so it has influence on the shape of today's solar system and probably the chemistry as well. Radio telescope can be really interesting for studying deep atmospheres of gas giant planets, which are hardly seen by other instruments. You can see the distribution of the temperature at different levels of pressure, which corresponds to levels deep in the atmosphere. You can see the signatures of some absorbers. Phosphine in particular. Those are important for consideration of the early composition of the solar system. Jupiter has this very strong synchrotron emission that is related to its very powerful magnetic field, and it's the only planet in the solar system that has such a large synchrotron emission that can be observed, for example, with the VLA. Another field of research is studying the variation of synchrotron emission and see how it relates to moons or even volcanic activity of moons, which may spread the environment of Jupiter with highly charged particles. It resembles, in some ways, many of the exoplanets that are discovered. And many researchers are looking now to detect synchrotron emission from exoplanets by taking Jupiter as the example planet that has a large synchrotron emission.